Hi guys, I am Brooke and I travel with my dog Pippa in a 1990 Coleman Pop Up. But today we're not talking about the Pop Up at all. I'm going to show you a lot of footage of me and Pippa outside of the Pop Up. I know, it's really exciting, but we got an e-bike. Jason sent us an amazing e-bike to try out, and Pippa and I have been having fun with it the entire week that we've been at this campsite, and I'm so excited to show you all that footage. But I know I'm gonna get the question of like, how did you get the e-bike to you while you're on the road? And I think that's a totally valid question. And just off the top, I'm going to tell you how I got it, because this e-bike was pretty big to ship, and so to be able to coordinate that and everything, I actually haven't touched on how I actually got this shipped to me in my old mail video. So I'm putting an update in here that I actually used a UPS store. I know that that seems very simple. Maybe a lot of people use the UPS store, but I didn't realize that they could receive oversized packages and hold them at the store for only $5. So all it cost me was $5, and I could get it shipped directly to a UPS store. They would hold it for me for up to 30 days. I obviously picked it up as soon as I could once it was delivered, because I didn't want to be disrespectful knowing that it was a huge box. But there are UPS stores and UPS pickup locations pretty much everywhere, and if you don't realize, a lot of them are in Dollar Generals and things like that. So even if you want something shipped to you and you are either on the road, you're on a road trip, or you even just don't want to give a company your address or something like that, you can definitely get stuff shipped to you that way. And it is what I've been doing the most often since I've been moving around a little bit more quickly these days. Now, this e-bike is super cool. It actually folds up, it's collapsible, and I'm really excited to be able to have another option for Pippa and I to get out a little bit more. I'll show you how I get Pippa on the bike with me. It is so freaking cute. But also to scout locations. Now that I have the camper and I'm towing the camper, when I'm going to new boondocking locations, it's so much easier just to pull the bike out of the back of my car and bike the camping locations, instead of having to unhook the camper, make sure it's locked up and everything, going to scout everywhere, and then hooking everything back up and then going to my campsite. So this is what I'm probably going to use the bike for the most, other than leisure, and I'm really excited to have that option so I don't have to do those extra steps when I go to new boondocking locations, like on travel day. So I'm going to show you everything about the bike and answer as many questions as I possibly can. Enjoy the video! So once I got my bike back to my campsite, I just kind of leaned it against the camper so I could have a good working space, because the one thing about this bike is that it came with a ton of packaging. The box that it came in was also really big, but the nice part was there was dumpsters in this camping area, so I got to be able to do all of this on the road and have my trash cleaned up in the same day, which was really nice. But I did not like taking all of this packaging off. There were so many zip ties and so many little things, but I did get it done, and so I started to put together the actual bike. So this is me putting on the wheel. It did come with instructions. You have to kind of think logically about it a little bit. There is a learning curve to some of this, but once I got it figured, I could get the wheel on and get everything assembled. It did take me a good hour to do all of the setup and everything like that, and figuring out that the key goes where the battery is and everything like that. I had to really do my research as I did it. I think they could probably provide a little bit more information, but at the end of the day, I got this bike all completely set up and it was ready to use. All of the electronics worked. I got the rack on the back and we were ready to go. So I got my helmet on because safety first, and I was really excited to get on the bike because I've never used an e-bike before. So I wanted to do a couple practice runs right in front of my campsite, and Pippa just could not help herself, and I just think it's so cute that she just followed along behind me. Luckily I did this at the beginning of the week, so there wasn't any really traffic on this road, but she was being so cute as I practiced, kind of going back and forth, getting the feel for it, figuring out all of the speeds and the adjustments. And you really don't need to pedal at all once you kind of figure it out, but there is a learning curve, so I suggest you do this somewhere safe and when you have a little bit of time to figure out how to use the bike properly, because you do have to kind of feel your way through it. Pippa is just so good. She sat there for me the whole time. And then after I feel like I got a little bit of, practice under my belt, I went back to my campsite and kind of walked the bike around and got a little bit more acquainted with like the horn and the lights and everything like that. And I decided then to take it out on a little bit longer of a ride. So obviously I didn't show all of that, but I did take some footage of where I went, and that will be in an upcoming clip. And I got a lot more confident. I was taking my feet off the pedals, everything. So here's that clip of me driving around this camping area and just enjoying the scenery on my bike. It did start to rain towards the end of this ride, so I had to wait to be able to take Pippa out with me. I have a little backpack for her so she could go on the bike with me. I didn't feel super safe having her in a basket, so I opted for a backpack, and she was so good. She's always down to have a good time and to do whatever we want. She's always just very, very good when I put her in these weird situations, so I'm always happy that she wants to hang out. And so we got her on this little backpack and we took her for a ride. Now, after having all that fun, I want to show you how easy it is to actually be able to store this bike in such a small space. I like to keep it open. I'll show you a little bit closer of a view later because it is easier for me to pull it in and out of the car, but it is a foldable e-bike if you hadn't already heard, and so the handlebars actually fold down and the bike actually folds in half. So I'm going to show you how I actually do that. It is super easy to do once you kind of get used to it and get it folded all the way together, and it can be super compact if you need it to be. When you fold it in half, that's actually where you can actually slide out the battery when you unlock it, and you have access then to everything, and it can get put in the back of your car super easily. For me personally, I like to be able to just slide it into this empty space right behind the driver's seat since I don't have that extra seat in there. And then I can still have access to my water, my shower, my clothes, everything else that's in the back of the car, and Pippa can still have her spot. So it actually works out super well. Overall, this is just a really nice looking bike, and it has been a great addition for me and Pippa to be able to get outdoors a little bit more and to see some more sights. I hope you guys liked seeing all that footage of Pippa and me on the bike and getting to see our campsite here in Wyoming. And we had a lot of fun here getting to bike around and it being a really safe location for that. This dirt road, while it is a little rutted, it does, provide a lot of easy access for us. We don't have to be like mountain biking trails or anything like that. We can just be casually biking around. The one thing I did want to show you that I realized after I had kind of filmed everything is where the key location goes, because it took me forever to find it. So I'm going to insert a clip right here of like where the key goes to actually turn on the bike, because it does require a key, kind of like a car. And other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to check out Jason e-bikes, you can check the description box. I obviously have everything listed down below, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.